Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. Larry, Dr. Trout, thank you guys. I think Joanne, Dr. Smith's out there. I think Vicky's out there. Bratton, I'm sure I'm gonna miss somebody. But when I sit in a room, I better do this first. My beautiful wife.
Yeah.
My son, Bruce. As Larry mentioned, my daughter is, she's a recruiting assistant at Alabama. She's a sophomore in public relations, and she's a recruiting assistant. So she got to go back. She drove back 11 hours 2 nights ago to Tuscaloosa, and they flew out today out to Phoenix. So she's out there with the University of Alabama football team. So she's living a dream. She really is. She's living a dream. Again, thank you guys. It's been a long journey for myself. I think Larry mentioned it. I've been a lot of different places. I've been coaching for 28 years, 7 years in the NFL, 21 years in college. I've been down the road here in Austin for 3 years. I've been up in Ohio for a number of years. I've been at Austin Peay State University in Clarksville, Tennessee for 3 years. So I've been there and I've been there. But they all are part of the journey and part of what I think makes me really excited to do this job. And I think you got to have somebody to be excited to do a job. When I sat in the room with Dr. Trout and Larry and the committee, I really was looking for some things myself that I wanted in a program. And I wanted a program that had a commitment to excellence. And people in that room, they had a competitive spirit. And from the first 5 minutes I was in that room and sitting across from Dr. Trout, I said, this is it. I mean, she gets it. I mean, she absolutely gets it. And I mean, tying in the student-athlete experience was the number one thing that she talked about. And I said, yes, that's what I'm looking for. And then the other members of the room, it was just a very, very easy conversation because I think we all have like goals. We all want to see student-athletes succeed, not only on the field, but in the classroom. And I told them a story. I said, one of my biggest goals, I dream every night. And one of the reasons I get up in the morning and go really hard at work is I have a dream. Larry said it. I've been one game away from the Super Bowl. I lost in an AFC championship game to the Oakland Raiders one year when I was with the Tennessee Titans. One game away from the Super Bowl. And that I still think about that today. We were one game away from the national championship in 2012, I guess, at Ohio State. We were one game away. In year 2 of Urban Meyer's regime, we were one game away. And I think about that every day. And that's what gets me up every day to go to work, because I want to be that team. You guys ever been at or watching on TV when a team wins a championship, what do they do with the other team? They push them off the field. They bring a podium in the middle. They have guys with red jackets on and yellow jackets on, rope it off, and the winning team gets to get up on that podium and kiss a trophy and be recognized as the champions. And I work every day to get to that. I work every single day to get to that. The next thing I work to is I work every single day to see every one of our football student athletes walk across the stage and do this to a tassel on a stage. And to me, those are the two stages that I really love to see our student athletes on. That stage when they turn that tassel, and obviously when they get a chance to hold that trophy up and kiss it. We actually have trophy kissing practice. I'm not kidding. We try to teach our kids how to do it right, and I think it's important because we're going to get there, and we're going to get there. So, like Larry said, it's a journey. But we got to go to work. We got to get there. So I'm excited. A little bit about what I think I do for a football program. Again, Larry talked about being a CEO. I believe in this. I believe in energy plus creativity equals production. Okay, energy. If you don't go to work every day with energy, there's no way you could be creative. And if you're not creative, then people are passing you by. And I believe in energy plus creativity equals production. So as a football coach, I'm always looking for ideas. I'm always thinking out of the box. Again, Larry mentioned the videos. Go to the videos. We do a lot of things that are not like what everybody else does. And I know there's some players here, and we will test you and strain you and make you better people. We talk about enhancing and making better all the time. If there's something out there that you do well as a student athlete, we're going to help you enhance that and make it better. And that's our goal, is to enhance you. You're not the perfect product. There is no such thing as I've met competitive excellence. There's no such thing. We're all striving for that every single day. And that's my job as the CEO of Bobcat football, to help our players push for that every single day. And that's in the classroom, and that's on the football field. So those are the things that we're going to strive for. Talk a little bit about what I think a football program needs. And obviously energy and creativity are first. But when you start talking about a foundation of a football program, there are really four things I think are really important. Trust. And I told the committee this. My job is to get the football players at Texas State to trust me. And when they trust me, that's a nice when they trust me, and they trust our assistants, and they trust everybody in that building, then they'll rip their chest open and give us their heart, and they'll go. And then X and O's don't matter then. They really don't matter. If your football team will open up their chest and give you their heart because they trust you as a coach, that's number one. And I really believe that's important. Alignment. I think everybody in our building has to be aligned. That's from the head coach down to the equipment manager. That's everybody in the building's got to be on the same page. I believe in this: one family, one voice, one focus. And I believe if you got that in the building, and you got people working every day to be successful, then you got a chance to be successful and win. And I think that's really important. Commitment, obviously everybody knows what commitment is. And then accountability. Everybody's got to be accountable. We'll have a saying in our building, and I'm one of these. I don't put up a lot of signs, okay? I don't put up a lot of signs, but there'll be one in that building, and it'll talk about strength of the unit. Anybody here got a military background? No. The military is the most unbelievable organization. The military units, the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, most unbelievable, because it's about strength of the unit. There are 9 units in football. There are 9 units. And 9 units have to be working in unison to have success to win games. 9 units have to have everybody in each individual unit be successful. That means from the last walk-on, okay, to the number 1 guy in that unit. And everybody's got to have everybody's back in that unit. And I use the term, everybody's got to have everybody's 6. And it's really important that happens. We'll have 9 assistant football coaches. I don't call them assistant football coaches. I call them unit leaders, just like they do in the military. Because I think it's really important that every one of our assistants knows every single thing about our football players in their unit. They know every single girlfriend, the whole 9 yards. Know everything. When is he taking math 302? What's the time schedule? I want our assistant coaches to know that, so I think that's important. So strength of the unit will be big for us. Core values. I really believe every organization, whether it's IBM, whether it's Ameritrade, whatever it is, has to have core values. Here's our core values. And again, when the core values in our program are not handled in a correct way, I deal with them as a head coach, because I think it's really important. Honesty. Okay, enough said. Honesty. Tell the truth. treat women with respect. We all know what today's society is like when that doesn't happen, okay? I had a mom, my mom's deceased. My mom taught me a long time ago, don't ever treat a woman disrespectful. And I won't have a football team that'll do that. No drugs. No drugs, no stealing, no weapons. Those are the 5 core values. And I believe if you can live by those 5 core values, you got a chance to be successful. You got a chance to live a good life. If you just live by those 5 core values, I don't think there's much to it. I know a guy down the road in Austin that uses those same core values. I know where they came from. I think they're true. I think it's really important. So I'm excited to be here. I will promise you this, as the head coach at Texas State, I will put together a staff that'll fly around with their hair on fire. I think it's really important. I think it's important to have mentors. I have to be the lead mentor in that building over there. But we have to have mentors in every aspect of our kids' lives. And not just mentors as football coaches, okay, and teach them how to be football players, but they need to be mentors in how they live their lives on campus and in the community. I think it's really important. So we're going to grow our young people. When we talk about development as a student, as a person in society, and not lastly, but on that football field. Because I think it all works together. I'm excited to be here. It's a long journey. I don't ask for patience. You know what FAN stands for? It stands for fanatic. And a fanatic wants something right now. I get it. I understand it. I've lived it. I do understand it. So we're going to work really, really hard, starting today as a football staff, as I put together a football staff to make you guys proud and make you guys really, really excited about being part of Bobcat Nation. Again, thank you guys. I'm excited to be here. I guess I'm going to open it up for questions. Okay.